glow so gentle, bright. Coffee cup, my heart's delight. Cannabis mist in the air. Friends, we share this morning fare. Tropical breeze whispers low. We sip slow, feel the flow. Hands we hold, a peaceful beat. Life is sweet where hearts do meet. Sunday morning, pure and free. Church bell rings in harmony. Coffee warm and glowing sun. Cannabis dreams, we've just begun. Gospel tunes we softly hum. Joyful hearts and beating drums. Tropical skies wide and grand. Together we all understand. Peaceful shorebirds take to flight. Nature paints a pure delight. Friends and laughter fill the space. In this soft and sacred place. Cannabis calm and subtle grace. Coffee warmth in our embrace. Hands circle dreams in morning light. Sunday sunrise pure and bright. Gospel tunes we softly hum. Church bell rings in harmony. Coffee warm and glowing sun. Cannabis dreams, we've just begun. The sun is rising, the world's at peace. A Sunday morning, all worries cease. Cove-TV's on, the day's just begun. We're chilling together under the morning sun. The smoke curls up like a gentle prayer. With coffee in hand, we've got time to spare. Cannabis in the air, and hearts at ease. Sunday's here to bless us with the softest breeze. Chillin' Sunday morning, feeling so right. In the cove where the light's soft and bright. With every puff we let the stress unwind. In this peaceful moment, leave the world behind. Chillin' Sunday morning, breathe it in slow. In the cove where the love and peace grow. The gentle rhythm, the waves on the shore. Cannabis blooms and the soul wants more. We gather in peace in the cove's embrace. With every hit we find our grace. No rush, no race, just a tranquil sound on this holy morning. The calm is profound, together we rise. As the clouds drift by, lifted by love. As we touch the sky. Chillin' Sunday morning, feeling so right. In the cove where the light's soft and bright. With every puff we let the stress unwind. In this peaceful moment, leave the world behind. Chillin' Sunday morning, breathe it in slow. In the cove where the love and peace grow. In the stillness we find our way. Chillin' in the cove on this blessed day. The world outside can wait a while. We're here together sharing every smile. Let the smoke rise like hymns in the air. In this sacred space we've got time to care. to care. Chillin' Sunday morning, feeling so right. In the cove where the light's soft and bright. With every puff we let the stress unwind. In this peaceful moment, leave the world behind. Chillin' Sunday morning, breathe it in slow. In the cove where the love and peace grow. So light it up, let the moment stay. In the cove where we'll drift away. Chillin' on this Sunday, soft and true. In the cove we're here, just me and you. Golden sun, rise up slow. Coffee steam in the glow. Cannabis in the haze. Start our tropic days. Morning dew on the leaves. Coconut breeze in the trees. Roasting beans, smooth and dark. Lighting up a morning spark. Coffee cup to lips so high. Cannabis under azure sky. Warmth in every single ray. Tropic love in morning play. Birds sing a tender tune. In the light of early June. Cannabis leaves sway in mild. Coffee aroma running wild. Percussion rhythm so sweet. Sand warm beneath our feet. Cannabis whispers in the air. Coffee heartbeat softly share. Coffee cup to lips so high. Cannabis under azure sky. Warmth in every single ray. Tropic love in morning play. Percussion rhythm so sweet. Sand warm beneath our feet. Cannabis whispers in the air. Coffee heartbeat softly share. Coffee cup to lips so high. Cannabis under azure sky. Warmth in every single ray. Tropic love in morning play.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. How is everybody's Sunday going? I hope everybody's time change went well. Definitely getting used to it. We're running a little late this morning, but it's all right.
It's Sunday, chilling in the Cove. It's all good. I mean, Sunday morning, chilling. You know what I mean.
Good morning, Nikki. How are you, dear? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning.
Good morning, Amber. Always good to see you on a Sunday.
Good morning, Crystal. How are you? I hope you're having a good morning.
Good morning, Colin.
Good morning, Kay. How are you, dear? Keep your chin up, hon.
Good morning, Ma.
Good morning, Ashley. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning.
Good morning, CJ. Happy Sunday.
Good morning, Michelle. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Good morning, Heather Richards. Always good to see you here.
Work through the time change. Yeah, I definitely trying to get on a new schedule in my brain, but it's all right.
I mean, yeah,
It's,
it's only technically 4:15 here in the morning, but we're good.
well, you would think it wouldn't be so bad because it's just like an exact hour change, but man, it's fucking weird.
Dude, so remember I was telling you, what was it, like 7 something? It started getting light yesterday. Now it's 8 something here. It gets light. So literally, we start having only daylight between about 9 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. That's it.
Dang.
Yeah, 5 minutes out. 5 minutes out.
Yes, 5 minutes out from 4:20. An extra free hour of work too. That's dope. That's right, Colin.
That is true. Yeah.
How's everybody's Sunday morning going? Got some running around to do this morning, so we'll probably have a shorter morning show. But we'll still do our day in history, still do our morning speaker. Be
it's
shorter.
a busier day for us hosts offline today. I got a little bit of shit to do today. Yeah, you know what I meant. I didn't, but you did.
We got you, man, bear.
Yeah, we got you. We got you covered.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the time change and the season change. Crystal, I feel it, man. I'm just like, just been a hell of a week last week, and with the switch over from the month and Halloween and time change, and
we just getting a little burnt out too. I mean, we good. It's just, man, it's been a lot of stuff, a lot of life going on that everyone doesn't see too. Which we're good. We got life going on like all of you awesome people too. So you know how it is. It is how it is, not what you thought it was going to be. What's up?
They say that you just got to deal the cards that life deals you. Well, I'm not a good card player.
And why is it a trick deck? Why is it a trick deck?
Wait, did y'all take the jokers out of this?
Yeah, did you take the fucking how to play 5-card stud instruction card out?
Yeah, we might want that actually.
Yeah.
No, it should be a good day. It is 42 degrees here, so it's windy and chilly, but it's not bad.
I actually didn't check.
What the fuck? All right, we'll be back. Remember, gotta get weather update.
Yeah.
3 minutes out, everybody.
Yeah.
Man,
It was,
I don't know.
It was a good weekend. Got some stuff done around here. Some more stuff to do. Maybe a dump run or two. See what happens this week. No snow yet, but it's definitely cold enough. But yeah, we're gonna get. They're saying November's gonna be warmer, but I don't believe the weathermen because they lie. The weathermen lie. It's straight up. That's 100% fact. Weathermen lie. The only job / career in the world where you can lie at your job and not get fired. Oh, it's gonna be sunny. Oh yeah, it's raining, bitch. Why didn't you get fired?
Oh, much love, Colin. Just try to do what we can when we can, man. That's all you can do. I feel like. I say I do what I can around here, and I think it's funny and I like it, but it's also like truth. Like you can't do what you can't do.
Yep, it's true.
I like Colin's comment about the shoes. Life is a lot like a new pair of shoes. Everyone needs one. We think we make the right choices, but they still hurt a little and take some adjusting. And by the time we get them broken in, we find a new style. I really liked that.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I got really crappy shoes right now, so that makes sense.
My favorite quote is, before you judge somebody, walk a mile in their shoes, because then you're a mile away and you have their shoes.
Yeah.
And don't give somebody the shirt off of your back if they already have a shirt on their back, because then they have 2 shirts and you have no shirts.
Yeah.
Good morning, Deb. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning.
It's not really a quote, but I always talk about people helping other people. And what I say is, I can't help you if my glass is empty. If my glass is half full or a little bit in there, I can't help you if I don't have nothing to help you with. So if I can fill up my cup a little bit, I can spread the love. But if I ain't got no love to spread, I'm sorry, man. That's just life, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the glass is half empty, the glass is half full. Drink it, fill it up again, and have a good fucking day, man. Like, I'm just saying.
Oh no, I just feel like you do what you can for people, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fucking believer in the golden rule. Like, if you wants to be shitted on, then by all means. But like, if you just kind of treat people decently, then they might return the favor, and life might not be so garbagey.
And if not, 420, they isn't your friends, and you don't need to hang out with them. So fuck it.
Happy 420, everybody. Cheers. Happy Sunday morning.
Wake up slow, let the morning shine. The Cove calls us, it's a peaceful sign. Coffee brewing, bowls packed tight. Gathering with ganja, everything feels right. Feet in the sand, hearts open wide. We're all connected, no need to hide. With every toke, the worries fade. Sunday mornings where love's displayed. Gather us with ganja, let the spirit flow. Feel the warmth from the highs we know. Together we rise with each slow exhale. In the Cove, good vibes prevail. Gather us with ganja, let joy abide. Peace and unity side by side. Breathe in deep, let your soul ignite. Together we shine in the morning light.
Wake up slow, let the morning shine. The Cove calls us, it's a peaceful sign. Coffee brewing, bowls packed tight. Gathering with ganja, everything feels right. Feet in the sand, hearts open wide. We're all connected, no need to hide. With every toke, the worries fade. Sunday mornings where love's displayed. Gather us with ganja, let spirit flow. Feel the warmth from the highs we know. Together we rise with each slow exhale. In the Cove, good vibes prevail. Gather us with ganja, let joy abide. Peace and unity side by side. Breathe in deep, let your soul ignite. Together we shine in the morning light. Vibes prevail.
Happy 420, everybody. So what does everybody got planned for today? Anybody got anything cool going on?
No, besides, how did I phrase it yesterday? We're going to do this better. Besides upsetting 12-year-olds while playing Call of Duty because they're better than them. Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
That's much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of
like,
work around here. I got some running around to do this morning, and then
yeah, that's about it, eh? It sounds good though. Yeah. How's Morgan doing this morning?
Good. She just chilling, sleeping.
Nice.
She played a little bit this morning, and then that was all she wrote, man.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad.
It was. It's like rainy here, so I feel like it's going to be rainy in Laverne. I wish it would like up and over just a little bit. All right, let me check the Laverne one.
Yeah, my wife has I think it's a bullet pendant with our friend's ashes in it. Actually, it's really cool. Everyone got a bullet necklace. I thought that was fucking cool.
Yeah, it's fucking dreary and rainy in Laverne, just like it is here.
It's like cold and damp here with no. It's like not weathering yet. I'm waiting for it to weather.
It's not weathering yet.
Yeah.
All right, we'll play another song and then we'll do our This Day in History. Everybody, cheers.
Sounds awesome.
The morning's here, with skies so clear. A new beginning, no room for fear. Coffee steams and the breeze rolls in. In this space, let our joy begin. Cannabis flows like a sweet refrain, easing our hearts, soothing our strain. We rise together, no soul alone. In the cove where peace has grown. Lifted by the light, we rise and shine. Shine up, shine bright. A brand new day where love's divine. With friends at your side, right here by your side. We walk this path with joy as our guide. Oh joy, let it ride. The cove's a home where kindness lives, a place where every heart forgives. The brass calls out like a morning breeze. Harmonies drift through the swaying trees. Cannabis lifts us smooth as the sea, setting us free, just you and me. With every sip, with every laugh, we find our way on this morning's path. Lifted by the light, we rise and shine. Shine up, shine bright. A brand new day where love's divine. Ooh, love's divine. Coffee and peace with friends at your side, right here by your side. We walk this path with joy as our guide. Oh joy, let it ride. Let's share this load. Light our way on this morning's road. Together we rise, hearts open wide. Peace and love with the sun as our guide. Peace and sunshine. Lifted by the light, we rise and shine. Shine up, shine bright. A brand new day where love's divine. With friends at your side, right here by your side. We walk this path with joy as our guide. Oh joy, let it ride. So gather around, let the spirit glow. Flow, let it flow. Together we rise, together we grow.
Good morning, Candy Monkeys. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning. Yeah, it looks like I can't zoom in, but I haven't set up a Christmas tree in 13 years. Colin? I don't mind Christmas. It's a lot of work.
I don't mind it either. I'm really not trying to mind it at all this year. Fuck Christmas. No.
Fuck Christmas.
I mean, happy holiday. No.
Happy Christmas Ween, everybody.
Yeah. Happy Christmas Ween. Yeah. Happy Christmas Eve. No, that's not. Thanksgiving. Never mind.
Never. All right, everybody. This day in history, November 3rd.
Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for November 3rd. November 3rd is the 307th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 308th in leap years, with 57 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is scalawag. Scalawag can be spelled Scalawag, Scallawag, or Scallywag. Scalawag is a noun that means scamp, reprobate, or disreputable fellow. This comes from a colloquialization from the 1800s, generally referring to a white Southerner in support of the Reconstruction governments after the American Civil War, often for private gain. Merriam-Webster says the etymology of this word is unknown, but the online etymology dictionary suggests it could be from a combination of Scottish scalig, which referred to a rustic, bumpkin sort of person, and wag, which meant habitual joker. There's also an early reference that gives a sense of scalawag as an undersized, ill-fed, or worthless animal. We're more likely, though, to see the term scalawag as a derogatory term for anti-Confederate native white Southerners from the time of the 1860s and 1870s. I think I'll just go with reprobate or disreputable fellow on this one. First known use of the word scalawag is in the 1840s. Scalawag. Today's word was requested by YouTube viewer Lil B at Lil B85. Thanks, Lil B. And if you have a word you'd like us to examine in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, we mentioned the Stamp Act the other day, and that was just one of several points of tension and contention between the British government and the American colonists. The American Revolutionary War began in April of 1775, with each colony relying on their local militia, which consisted of part-time citizen soldiers. The First Continental Congress had rejected the idea of forming a dedicated full-time army, but now the Second Continental Congress recognized that if the American colonists were going to fight the British and enjoy anything approaching success at it, they would need an army, and so a resolution was passed forming the Continental Army in June of 1775. This was done to coordinate military efforts of the colonists against the British, and General George Washington was appointed commander-in-chief of this Continental Army. Again, this was in 1775, and he served in that position throughout the war. And today's item is that the war over now, the American Continental Army was disbanded on November 3rd, 1783. William Howard Taft was elected 27th President of the United States on November 3rd, 1908. He served one term. Chevrolet officially entered the automobile market in competition with the Ford Model T on November 3rd, 1911. 32nd President Franklin D. Roosevelt was reelected to his second of 4 terms as President of the United States on November 3rd, 1936. Residents of Washington, D.C. were finally able to cast votes in a presidential election for the first time in 1964, and along with the rest of the country, voted about 61% in favor of Lyndon B. Johnson, who was elected to a full term as the 36th U.S. President on November 3rd, 1964. Now, it seems like these first few days of November have been a great time for the birthdays of creatives of all kinds, writers, composers, songwriters, singers, and actors. And I do mention some of these in previous episodes for November 3rd. I'll grab one out of the hat and put a link there for you in case you'd like to check that out. Today's song is one called Pop Music by a new wave synth pop project led by Robin Scott called M. The song is classified in the categories of new wave, art pop, synth pop, and disco. And now that I hear it, I can see that, yes, I imagine it was quite popular on the disco scene. Written by Robin Scott, Pop Music was released in 1979 and reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 on November 3rd, 1979. Pop Music by M. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description.
Yes, please give Vicky Bowers a like, a subscribe, a share. She is fucking awesome, and I appreciate you listening to every morning. What up, Magic? Welcome back to Facebook, bro. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning.
Oh, Magic's back?
Magic's back. The Magic's back. All right, let's do another Sunday morning song.
Yep.
Cheers, everybody.
shades on, feeling good all around. The sun's rising soft, casting gold on the sea. Cannabis clouds swirling, just you and me. Got the coffee brewed and the herb packed tight. A gentle breeze blowing, everything's right. We're taking it slow, no need to rush. Just a Sunday morning with a peaceful hush. Sunday morning slow jams on Cove-TV. Waking and baking, feeling so free. Smooth jazz playing with an R&B groove. Cannabis dreams set the mood and soothe. Let the morning unfold, let the good vibes stay. Sunday morning slow jams, it's our getaway. Hammock swinging easy, palm tree sway. Smoking in the cove, watching worries drift away. With every soft hit, we're lifted high. Underneath the blue of the tropical sky. The saxophone's calling, the rhythm's just right. With Cove-TV mornings, everything's light. From the sand to the sea, we're floating along. Sunday morning slow jams, where we all belong. Sunday morning slow jams on Cove-TV. Waking and baking, feeling so free. Smooth jazz playing with an R&B groove. Cannabis dreams set the mood and soothe. Let the morning unfold, let the good vibes stay. Sunday morning slow jams, it's our getaway. The ocean's humming and the music's slow. With every little talk, let the moments flow. Cove-TV's here to start the day right. Sunday morning slow jams, feeling so right. Let the morning slow jams on Cove-TV. Waking and baking, feeling so free. Smooth jazz playing with an R&B groove. Cannabis dreams set the mood and soothe. Let the morning unfold, let the good vibes stay. Sunday morning slow jams, it's our getaway. So here's to Sunday, the Cove's soft embrace. Smoking and relaxing in our happy place. With cannabis love and the sunrise gleam. Sunday morning slow jams, living the dream.
I love that one.
I fucking love that song, man.
That's such a
Good morning, Austin. How are you, man? You just missed our word of the day, bro. It was scallywag. I thought of you right away. I really did.
It's a good word, man.
It's a great word.
It's a great word.
So, how's everybody's Sunday morning going? We just chilling and getting high, and I'm probably gonna find a different sunrise because this one's kind of meh. I like it,
Meh.
but it could have been
It's
better.
not good enough. It's not good enough for Sunday morning.
For real.
We need to have a
For
lit
real.
Sunday morning in every way, from the sunrise to the hot bowls to the hot dabs. Don't take hot dabs. That's what I do.
Hot dabs matter.
They do. If you don't like breathing, take them hot dabs. Breathing's for rookies and greenhorns.
So in New York today, they're doing a 26-mile fucking marathon deal.
Yeah, you want me to die? Yeah, let's go do a marathon. I'll just
Oh.
die. Straight up.
That is not something that I would necessarily be able to do, but I think that it's cool.
It is very cool, but I could never do that. I tip my hat to anybody who does. That's congratulations or whatever.
Congratulations.
Yo,
All right,
run
what
your
about
little
that
asses off.
Got
Oh,
some
that's
birds.
nice.
Birds eating some birds, something.
Birds eating birds? What?
This is a different Sunday morning show.
This is a
This one's
Jurassic
a little
Sunday
more
morning.
hardcore.
We're going Jurassic this Sunday morning. We got birds eating fucking birds, apparently.
That's a
Where the
dope
fuck-
ass house like area.
Thinking, where the fuck do you live? I ain't moving there.
All right, let's play another song and then we'll do our morning speaker. I hope everybody's
Sounds
having
good,
a wonderful
brother.
Sunday
Go
morning.
for it,
I just got a whole lot of nothing to talk about this morning. It's sleepy time change madness going on this morning, everybody.
It's Sunday. We don't need excuses. It's fucking
True
Sunday.
that.
Morning breeze drifts in from the shore. A bowling headlights an open door. With every puff, the good vibes grow like the sun rising, warm and slow. We gather together, light up with care. The cove's our spot, no worries to spare. Laughter and love in each smoky line. Sharing moments, feeling just fine. How sweet it is, sparking on wine. Unwind, unwind, peace and fun. Hear the day with the crew in tow. Cool breeze, let it flow. From sunrise clouds to afternoon haze. Haze and grace, sweet summer days. How sweet it is, how sweet we stay. Stay lifted every day. Pack a bowl, let the session begin. Inhale deep, feel the calm settle in. With every toke, the stress slips away. At the Cove, it's the perfect day. The ocean hums, waves kiss the sand. We're toasted and floating, everything's grand. Here with the crew, life's at ease. Living the dream on this tropical breeze. How sweet it is, sparking on wine. Unwind, unwind, peace and fun. Hear the day with the crew in tow. Cool breeze, let it flow. The sunrise clouds to afternoon haze. Haze and grace, sweet summer days. How sweet it is, how sweet we stay. Stay lifted every day. Pack a bowl, let the session begin. Inhale deep, feel the calm settle in. With every toke, the stress slips away. At the Cove, it's the perfect day. The ocean hums, waves kiss the sand. We're toasted and floating, everything's grand. Here with the crew, life's at ease. Living the dream on this tropical breeze. How sweet it is, sparking on wine. Unwind, unwind, peace you'll find. Every day with the crew in tow. Cool breeze, let it flow. From sunrise clouds to afternoon haze. Haze and grace, sweet summer days. How sweet it is, how sweet we stay. Stay lifted every day. Peace in the air and we drift with ease. Oh yeah, oh sweet relief. Float through the Cove on a summer breeze. Good vibes in every draw. Sharing the moment without a flaw. How sweet it is, sparking on wine. Unwind, unwind, peace you'll find. Every day with the crew in tow. Cool breeze, let it flow. From sunrise clouds to afternoon haze. Haze and grace, sweet summer days. How sweet it is, how sweet we stay. Stay lifted every day.
I love that one.
I fucking love that one. Good morning, Brittany. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Mindy. How are you, dear? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday.
Good morning.
All right, we got a TED Talk coming up for our morning speaker. Here we go. Alan Watkins.
So good afternoon. It's a real pleasure to do another TED Talk. And today I'm going to talk to you about you. And share with you, hopefully, an idea that's really made a massive difference in my life and hopefully could make a massive difference in your life too. Now, I've spent my life really studying human beings. So when I was a kid, I was the youngest of four, so I spent a lot of time just watching my brothers and sisters and seeing the mess and the challenge that they got into and trying to clock how I avoided that. And then I had the great fortune of training as a physician, and some of you may know that medical training is the most incredible opportunity because you get up close and personal with human suffering on every single level on a daily basis. And I've been in the room where people have died right in front of me, and it's a really profound moment. I've also been in the room where life has come into the world. I've delivered a number of children, including 3 of my own 4 boys, one of whom is at the back. Hi, son. So medical training, a fantastic experience. I became a researcher, initially an immunologist, and studied right down to the nano detail of how our white blood cells roll along the inside of our blood vessels, and with really clever adhesion molecules stick and kind of squeeze out between the endothelial cells and fight infection. More recently as a neuroscientist. So right down at the nano level, and also at a much bigger scale. I've had the good fortune of working with CEOs and leaders around the world in some of our biggest companies and multinationals, looking at the hidden social dynamics and the networks that exist that determine whether a company succeeds or fails. As you heard, I've worked with elite athletes, helping them to win gold medals, read a lot, learned a lot, and through all that time, one question kept bothering me, sort of eating away at my brain. And that question was, if you could teach yourself, your children, or anybody one thing, what would it be? What would that one thing be? You're only allowed to teach one thing. So of all the things I've learned and understood, and it's that I want to share with you today. What is that one thing? I can tell you it's not eat an apple. That's not what it is, okay? So we're going to talk about that, but before I want to return just to really the story of you. Now, I don't know whether you remember, but there was a time before you knew you existed. For some of you, that was probably last Friday night after a skinful. But as we all grow up, there's a moment in our life, and this is a really beautiful moment if you witness it, where you can see about 1 year old, it might happen a bit sooner, a bit later, but roughly about 1 year old, where a child realizes they exist as a physical entity. It's that moment where they look in the mirror and they kind of go, oh, that's me. And they move their hand and that hand moves and they realize that that's them. So they have a physical awareness, if you will. But they haven't yet developed an awareness of their own emotional self, which is why you get the terrible twos. So when a 2-year-old is hungry, the world is hungry, and why aren't we eating? So there's that kind of intensity, that egocentricity in a 2-year-old. And so that's why they kind of get pest of power. So in the supermarket, it's mum, dad, meat, food, meat, now, meat, food. And they kind of bother you to a great extent. And then there's, again, it's witnessable, this moment where they suddenly realize that not only are they physically separate from you, but their emotions are not your emotions. And you may have witnessed this with a child walking down the aisle in the supermarket, eyes streaming red, bawling in frustration and rage that they can't get what they want. And then looking at you completely baffled. Like, why aren't you crying? We're hungry. We want those chocolates. And there's that sort of bafflement in their eyes, that sort of 1,000-yard stare. And that's the emergence of the awareness of the emotional self separate from the parent or the caregiver. So that's the sort of second level up. But it's not until they get to sort of 3 to 6 years old that they get in something called the conceptual self. And part of that emergence of the conceptual self is a sense of identity. So it's what you would know as consciousness, is they start to become aware, not only that they're physically and emotionally separate, but that they've got an identity. And it sort of blossoms between 3 and 6 years old. And one of the things that happens in the emergence of the conceptual self is language. So language is essentially a concept. It's a noise to represent something. So the emergence of the conceptual self happens, and we start to label our universe. Cat, dog, bat, ball, window, floor, and so on. And so the world starts to make sense, and we start to be able to navigate. And children between the age of 3 and 6 learn about 6 new words every single day. So there's this phenomenal language acquisition that goes on. But it's not until they get to the 4th level, which is called concrete consciousness, that they start to learn the rules that govern the concepts. So that's when it all starts to make sense. Why is a dog and a cat a cat? Why is a mummy and a daddy a daddy? What's the rule? And it's in that between sort of 6 and 9 years old that the fun starts to happen. So if you speak to a 7-year-old, you can start to have fun by playing against the rules. Look at that cat going woof, woof. No. Cats go meow. They don't go woof, woof. Right? And it makes them laugh because you're basically playing against the rules. So there's this whole rule emergence that occurs in a child between 6 and 9. And then that's where most people stay. So most of the people you're going to meet in your life, 20, 30, 40, on the inside, 9. Right? See this in companies all the time, toys out of the pram, behaving like children. It's very common. Now, there is an attempt, usually in the early teenage years, to get beyond that concrete self, to get beyond the rules, which is why you get teenage conflict. You'll see it, and parents try to suppress this like it's a bad thing. It's a developmental stage. You shouldn't be suppressing this stuff. They're testing the rules. So there's this battle ensues. You told me to be home at 10. I want to be home at 11. You told me to be honest. You're not being on it. And the whole kind of fight breaks out. And they have the whole turbulent teenage years. And now, regardless of who wins that battle, whether it's mum or dad or the child, it sort of bobbles along for a few years. Now, eventually, regardless of who wins the battle, they leave home, hopefully. They go, right? So regardless, but then a much bigger parent called society comes in and imposes its rules. So a lot of people go back into the concrete. They're not in the transversal anywhere, they're back in the concrete following a set of rules. So we start to believe that we've got to get a degree, we've got to get a job, we've got to get a relationship, we've got to get a car, we've got to get a house, we've got to get all these things to be a good corporate citizen. So we start to follow the rules. And we enter a company and we start to work our way up the career ladder, following the rules. And so a lot of people you'll encounter are back in that concrete. Their life becomes stereotypical. And you'll see people talk about this. No, that's not how we do things at this company. You be the chief executive, I'll be the chief financial officer. That's how we do it around here. It's a set of rules that we're all following. And we're often not even aware of those rules. And that will often happen for the rest of your life. You don't even realize you're running the rules. And by the way, these are rules that weren't given to you with your permission. They were just imposed by parents or society. We're not even aware of it. If you're lucky, you have a crisis. At some point in your life, something terrible happens to get you to question the rules. Now, remember, most people this never happens to, or if it does, it doesn't cause them to question. So that might be the loss of a loved one, the loss of a relationship, or something terrible happens, usually most commonly in midlife. And you enter the stage, what we call the disease of meaning, is it starts to occur to you that there's something wrong with the picture of your life. I've been following all these rules, and it hasn't delivered. I thought if I was a good corporate citizen, and I got a good job and a good house and paid tax and all of that stuff, I would be happy and blissful forever.
Good morning, Christina. How are you, dear? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning. We're just hanging out doing TED Talk this morning.
And I'm not. That's the disease of meaning. And that is real pain. If that happens in a religious context, people call it purgatory. I mean, it literally is hell on earth. So people get into this state, and often they lash out, and they become unpleasant and negative and so on, because they're basically in pain. Now, there are two strategies to that pain. First strategy, much loved by students, anesthetic. Because if I can blot out the meaning of life, that kind of existential question, if I'm wasted on a Friday night, I don't have to think about that question about what's the meaning of all this. It just goes away as a question. So then some people do this every night. Some people do it every weekend, getting wasted, either through alcohol and drugs. But the problem is, when the hangover wears off, the question returns. It's still there. And you can't answer it. So if you're smart, you realize anesthetics won't help you. So you get into the second strategy, which is distraction. There are lots of different types of distraction. Now, that distraction can simply, you become a gym bunny, right? Let's pump some iron. Because while I'm feeling the burn, I don't have to think about the question. So I become the body beautiful, right? Stuck at the gym the whole time. Getting the kick on the endorphins and so on. So, but you realize that actually when you get away from the gym, the question's there again. So the gym doesn't solve it. So you might use a very common strategy, sex, right? Because while I'm engaged in the intimacy of the sexual union, I don't have to think about the question because I'm too busy doing this. But you may have noticed that when the act is over, that bloody question comes back again, right? So some people go even more nuts. I'll have sex with two people, then a whole crowd, desperately trying to get away from this question that's bothering them, the meaning of their life. So if sex doesn't work, and it doesn't, ultimately, then you'll get into materialism. Shoes. I'll go and buy some shoes, right? Or a car, or a house, or a yacht. So we get into materialism, or some people that we see very common in industry, workaholism. They become work addicted. Because while I'm working that hard and having to do stuff, I don't have to think about the question. Now, none of that solves the problem, because we mistakenly believe that the problem is out there and the solution is out there, whereas the real problem is in here. You cannot solve your sense of emptiness or your unrest with an external solution outside of yourself. So stop looking out there. You have to look in here, and particularly to look at your own emotional experience. Now, most people go through their life completely unaware of emotions, particularly as fellas, right? Somebody mentions the word emotions, we run for the hills. Okay? Now, emotions are just energy in motion. They're composite biological signals. The signals made up of all the pounding heart rate, the sweaty palms, the tension in the muscles, or whatever is going on biologically. It's stereotypical energetic patterns. Energy in motion. They are emotions. Now, we all have emotions every single second of every single day, even as fellas. Feelings, however, are something entirely different. Feelings are the awareness in our mind of the energy. So the energy is always there, but we don't necessarily feel it. And that's where we're stuck, is we haven't really learned to understand our own emotional life. So we go through our life believing how we're feeling on a moment-by-moment basis is down to somebody else. So we'll actually say this, you annoyed me, you made me unhappy, you did it to me. And we point the finger at other people, believing other people are the cause of our own unhappiness. So newsflash, nobody is doing it to you. Nobody's making you feel these things. I mean, what do you think that happens when you get frustrated with somebody else? Do they come up to you and inject you with frustration, with the chemicals of frustration? Do they create the electrical signals of frustration, the pressure waves, the sound waves, and so? No. You did that. You created that inside yourself in response to their poor behavior. So, if you can accept that you're doing it, it's not them, it's you. Now, that simple truth takes you from what we call the victim position, and it crosses the threshold to ownership. That's the most important transition you'll ever make in your life. So to help you navigate that, first and foremost, you have to understand, where am I in the universe of emotions? Now, if I asked you to write down what emotion you're experiencing right now and gave you 5 minutes, you'd write a list of things. And then we said, okay, put your hands up, who's got how many? And we did a sort of test of how many you've got. The average in a room like this would be about 10 or 12. There are 34,000 emotions that you can experience. Most people go through their life with 10 or 12. And just to try and help you navigate, I just want to show you an app that we've built to help people know where they are in the universe of emotions. So we've plotted all these emotions on a map. And this map shows you the axes. So to the top of the axis in the universe of emotions, we've got the ones that are sort of more energy, if you like, and to the bottom, the ones that are more relaxed. And to the left, the ones that are more positive, and to the right, the ones that are more negative. So you can see that we've plotted maybe the 20 commonest emotions there. And right now, as I'm talking to you right now, you're somewhere on this grid. You're somewhere in the universe experiencing one of these planets. And we can bring in the next 100 emotions. We can bring in the next 200 emotions, the next 1,000. So we've built this app to try and crowdsource with you all 34,000. So we've built it with just 2,000 as a starter. And you can enter into one of the 64 galaxies that exist and start to navigate round and see where you are. See where you are in relation to some of the other emotions, because if you don't know where you are, you're lost. Now, you'll never get control of your own state. And it's really important, not only for your health, for your well-being, for your success, whatever you're doing, whether you're a sports person or a business leader, that you can start to control your own emotional state and what's going on for you. Now, if you don't know where you are, how can you possibly control any of this stuff? And the answer is you can't. So the start of the journey is even knowing which planet are you on. And this is designed to help you. And you can see in the top corner there, it shows you roughly where you are in the universe at any point in time. Now, we can zoom in into one of these 64 galaxies and look at a specific solar system. So what are we going to go into? Maybe sociable, we can see. So let's zoom in to the solar system of sociable and start to see what planets are around you. So if you want to move from sociable to someone else and then gradually navigate yourself to a different part of the universe, you can see where you are. Now, most importantly, you can track where you are. So you can enter some notes. You visited the planet of, I don't know, popular. You know, I felt popular today. You know, people came up and gave me various messages, and I felt popular. And you could enter, you know, how popular you felt or you didn't feel, and actually keep an audit trail. And you can socialize this with your mates. You can, you know, either share it on Facebook or tweet it or Gmail it, and see, well, who else is in the you know, solar system of sociable or even on the planet of popular? Who else is out there? And I can track, as it does with these audit trails, of where I've been. So this is your start point, starting to get a grip of, do you even know which planet you're on and which are the nearest planets and how you can start to move around, start to get some navigational capability within that universe. So that's the first thing, is you've got to learn navigational potential. And this is designed to help you build your emotional repertoire. So you're not just stuck with 12 emotions, or in some people, frankly, 2. You know, I feel yuck or okay. It's the only 2 emotions they've got, right? So you've got to build a repertoire. And what you'll discover as you start to build a repertoire, some emotions are better antidotes than others. So you can start to navigate around. The second maneuver, once you've started to navigate around the universe, is really, once you get to a more constructive planet, there's no right and wrong to this, but is this emotion really serving you? When you get to a more constructive planet, can you stay there? And that really requires you to do a separate maneuver. It's called mastery, where you actually take the emotion which is subject to you. It's a subjective experience, it's below the level of your real awareness. You're sort of subject to it, i.e., it's got you. So if you've got anger, right? If anger's going through your system, if you're on the planet of anger, it's got you. You haven't got it, it's got you. So the way to get control over it is to objectify it. It's like, what on earth is anger? So you take it out as a subjective experience and you objectify it. And if you can objectify it, you can get a grip of it. And if you can do that with your positive emotions, then you can move yourself over to the positive side of the universe and stay there. So you really don't have to feel anything you do not want to feel. You know, misery is optional. You don't have to feel that. But if you haven't got control, then who has? And the answer is usually somebody outside of you. So I'd really encourage you, if you want to transform your life forever, because ultimately emotions will predict your health, they'll predict your performance, they'll predict your well-being, they'll predict your sense of fulfillment, they'll determine your ability to make effective decisions. Emotions drive all of that, your motivation and so on. And if you don't know anything about them and you haven't got control over them, it's a little bit of a lottery, is life. So if you go away after today and ask yourself one question, what planet am I on? And what planet would I like to be on? And start to work to be on the planet that you want to be on, rather than wherever life has pushed you. Imagine a world where all of us could be on the planet we wanted to be on, or navigate around that kind of solar system or the galaxies that we wanted to experience. Imagine a world where, you know, when you go to the bar to chat up that attractive person at the bar, you didn't need 4 pints of Dutch courage before you could go there, right? Imagine you could just do that yourself. Imagine a world where you didn't need to feel anxious going into an exam or a job interview, where you didn't need to feel terrified coming on stage. Imagine a world where your children on the receiving end of bullying didn't feel terrified or bullied. If you can control your emotions, you can change your life completely. So I'd really encourage you to start wondering about what planet you're on and start putting yourself in the universe, in that part of the universe where you really want to live your life. Thank you very much.
That was a good one. I think we've done that one. It was a while ago, but that was a really good one. Definitely check out that Complete app. That's the universe. That's the app that they were talking about. But that was a fucking really good one. I like, you know, how he went through and kind of explaining like the developmental stages of the brain. That fucking was super interesting.
Yeah, for sure. I like when they go into the neuroscience, so to speak, of things. So it's not just like, this guy's preaching it. No, this guy brought some receipts to actually talk about this stuff. And he can
real.
when you can't back the stuff that you're trying to teach people, it kind of weakens what you're trying to say, like,
Absolutely.
don't do drugs. And the guys around the back of the building fucking getting all high. And you're like, yeah, okay, man, that's not going to work for everybody, man. Like,
Right.
there was some
Yeah,
really
I
good
know.
things on
And
there.
I like how he was talking about, like, you don't have to be, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hard to just be like, oh, I don't want to feel like this. But I mean, like, in a sense, like, you don't have to. There are ways that you can definitely get out of your, shitty mood, if I should say.
You know what I hate? I hate when people say, oh, you can't do that. How the fuck do you know I can't do that, man? You have no idea how
Right? For
I can
real?
soar. You
Like,
have
I
no
don't even
idea.
know if I can or can't do that. I haven't, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't
Yeah,
got
but
that far yet.
it's the Bill Burr. Shouldn't you fake it till you make it in a way? Because that breeds positive attitudes. Even if your life is shit, shouldn't you try to wake up in a positive attitude that will breed positive situations, positive people, and positive, outcomes? And if it doesn't, do something different. Like he said, change your planet, man. We are the only thing we can control is ourselves. What other
Yeah.
people do around us, that's on them. Don't let other people's actions affect you that much unless they're violent. When people are coming at you with violence, all right, man, get that restraining order. Call the damn cops. But if it's not violence, man, change your surroundings. I've lost friends. I've chose to lose friends because of things like he's talking about. Change your planet. I think I have changed my planet in the last 8 months, probably. I was so angry last winter. I mean, was really, really angry. I've grown up with anger, and I feel that changing your plan or whatever you want to call it makes a difference. Hanging out with calmer, more positive people, like my man Beans up here, it's a very rare day that Beans does or says anything that puts me down, or it's like, oh man, what the fuck. Usually Beans is like, hey man, let's fucking go, and like that motivates me to say, hey, let's fucking go, and it's the little things from the positive people around us that really motivate us. And that's the thing, is if you got negative ninnies around you, whatever you want to call it, you're going to be negative. You're going to be, people are going to see you as negative. Well, you're always hanging around that butthead who's always like, man, fuck the world, blah, 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 blah. Like, I watched a movie that basically was a guy driving around call girls. Okay. It was a movie. And she says, gets into his car and says, put smooth jazz on. He's like, what? He's like, you're a hooker. She's like, you know what? My life is so hectic. My music shouldn't be. And that quote has always stuck with me. Don't get me wrong. I love metal music and stuff, but I listen to mellow music when I'm in a happy, stone, lift up music, mood. For me, anyways, that made so much sense. A woman in her profession is listening to smooth jazz, which totally throw me off. You think she'd be like, put on the Manson or something, or like put on Guar, right? Nah, she's like putting on BB King and fucking Kenny G and shit.
Right? I don't know. I feel like music is insane because, like, it can definitely sway your mood one way or the other.
That's why I stopped listening to and watching those. I'm sorry, I understand death. I deal with it a lot different way than other people, but those reels about if I had known you've been around for like, I'm sorry, I can't do that anymore, man. That puts me in a bad fucking mood, man. I
Yeah.
cannot. I'm sorry. I don't go on social media to find all this depressing ass shit and reshare it. Like, oh my God, this person lost 3 cats and 2 dogs in one day. What would you do? Nah, man. Like, we got to stop focusing on the negative and focusing on the positive for everybody, not just ourselves. You want to be negative, you want to be an angry person. I've lived that life. Don't do it, man. It's like,
Don't
I am
do.
angry. You don't want to be me, man. You don't want to have, like, I don't think you understand how powerful one person can be. And when you realize that you can actually control yourself no matter what's around you, your life gets better.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I mean,
Hopefully.
if you have the positive mentality and maybe even a little bit of positive help around you, it helps. Even having, if you have friends that aren't close, like most of my best friends, I hate to say it, are, well, not I hate to say it, but is you guys, is Beans, is, Sir Koshla. I talk to those guys about more personal stuff than my own family because I'm not close to my own family. And I don't mean my kids and my girlfriend. I mean, like,
Right.
my mom, my grandma, all that stuff. It's because I've never really been close to them. So if you put yourself in a position to have people to help you in a positive manner around you, don't want a lot back from their help, which is one thing me and Beans talk about a lot. It's like, I hate asking for help because I don't know what they're going to ask me to do once I accept their help, which is a big point because you don't know if you're dealing with happy-go-lucky good people. They may not ask you for anything. But if you're not dealing with those good kind of people and those people, negative people you've surrounded yourself with, you are going to end up owing them something you don't want to owe them. So that's where it scares people off from asking for help. So I really do understand people like, I don't want to ask for help because I don't want to be in debt to somebody. I don't want to have to owe them some favor that I really don't want to do,
or that you're not able to do, and then you're still the asshole. Like, there's no fucking physical, possible, realistic way that you can do that thing that now that you fucking owe that person because, well, they helped you when you were in the shits. And so now, like, not only maybe in their own eyes, but in your own eyes, you're like, fuck, I'm a piece of shit because now what they helped me and I can't even help them, even though, like, what they are asking for is something that you cannot fucking, you do not have the means to do.
Yeah, right? Like, I
feel like,
how,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. Like, I have had a lot of negative people in my life, and I'm like, man, I'm so sorry that your life's going that way. And then I asked them follow-up questions. I was like, well, are your bills paid? And they're like, yeah, my bills are at bay. I'm like, you got food in your fridge? And they're like, yeah, I got food. I'm good. And you're like, do you need some money? Like, can I help you? No, I don't need any help. And I was like, then what are you really bitching about? What, I hate to ask people that question, but like, if there is something really wrong in your life and you don't realize the actual positive things that are already surrounding your life, maybe it's your thought process. Maybe you got a negative kink in your think. Maybe you got a negative kink in your think,
I like that brings me to like the whole failure to launch deal.
Yes.
So I mean, like, there's nothing like wrong. Like, there's no like you're in a comfortable situation. There's nothing like physical debilitating about you or like mentally, like super mentally debilitating or whatever. But like, you just never get over the hump. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's so much of it in itself too.
And like, I was working a convenience store job, and this guy comes in and he says, well, you were sure talking to that one person for quite a while. And I said, yeah, I have a lot of common with that guy. We did some jobs together back in the day, and we have a similar life. So yeah, I talked to him, and both of our lives, they're not really that good. Everybody struggles. Everybody has a hard life. And I said, bullshit. I said, that's not true. There are some people that wake up and have a good family life, have good jobs, people actually have their shit together. It's not everybody. I'm sorry.
It's not everybody, but I feel like, just because you have a good life, I mean, like, everybody has demons, bro. Everybody.
I agree with that. Everyone has problems. I just think some people
I've said this before, but like, if I ever meet somebody and they're like, I've never had a bad day in my life, I'm happy 24/7, I'd be like, you are a psychopath, and I would like to distance myself from you, please. Like, that is craziness, bro. That is some serial killer energy.
It is.
If they're like, I have never been depressed. Like, for reals, if they're like, I don't know, that's fucking creepy as shit to me, bro. Like, I want a real person, not like, I
agree. I don't believe that people, what is it? When people ask you, do you have any regrets? Would you do anything? Oh, hell yeah, I got regrets. Oh, hell yeah, I would do certain things different, but there's a lot of things I would never, ever do different. If you got the chance to go back, Beans, what would you do differently? I don't know if there's anything I would really change majorly. I think I definitely finished high school and probably go to college was my biggest regret, because my education level right now is not helping me career-wise. If I had my grade 12 right now, I'd have 4 jobs like today, right now. But because I'm only completed grade 11, they're like, oh, well, you're not really that smart. And I'm like, yeah, well, but in today's
society, like, you have that fucking high school diploma shit, but like, now you don't have a bachelor's degree. So now you can't get this job. Because like, I don't remember if it was Dr. K or whatever. What up, Lisa? How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. I was talking about like, what the fuck is an entry-level job that requires 2 years of experience?
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Why would you get denied a job at McDonald's if they have a training program? If it's not like a criminal,
you get denied a job at McDonald's when like I went to McDonald's or whatever, and you go to the counter to order. They're like, oh, you just got to go to the kiosk, but like there is plastered all over the windows, like looking for help, like desperately. It's like, for what? To point people to robots?
Yeah, like, why don't you just get those robots from iRobot and have them service? I'm sure at least they wouldn't listen to our sarcasm and our, why isn't my food warm enough? And it's like, I'm sorry, I'm just a robot. Would you like me to remake it? F you, robot. I hear your candor. Would you like me to remake it? Would you like it supersized? I know they don't do that anymore, but
all right, check this out. This is have you guys ever heard of Cali Burger? It's in California.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay. talking about robots and cooking and shit like that. This is a real thing. This is crazy.
I am Tony Lomolino. We're at Cali Burger Pasadena. I am going to be cooking some burgers with Flippy, and I'll be placing the beef onto the grill. These are fresh, never frozen. Flippy is already detecting them in the background. All right, and then so for now, I'm going to salt the burgers. That is something Flippy will do in the future. And then now I gotta get the buns ready for our burgers as they're cooking. I'm seeing kind of what Flippy is seeing. Yeah, so I get a warning of when he needs to move and stuff like that, so I can plan my time appropriately. Yeah, so they normally cook for 4.5 minutes. And Flippy is using time at the moment. It's kind of cool because it's a little bit of a dance with Flippy because I kind of have to follow his lead, whereas when I'm in the kitchen with regular staff, we coordinate with each other. So it is kind of fun. A little quicker. He doesn't mess up as much. Yeah, well, the funny thing is when you watch him scrape the grill after these burgers are done, he actually does it better than my average employee. So Flippy just, he switched from the spatula he had on was the spatula that you use for raw proteins. The one that he switched to is the ones for cooked protein so that we're able to isolate any pathogens. Now Flippy is going to scrape the grill. So he's going to change over to grill scraper. You're going to see he's just going to make some nice smooth passes and get all that stuff off of the grill. He did pretty good. I have no complaints. If I've seen Flippy's development over the last year, and if I take a vacation for 2 weeks and I come back, I'm totally blown away when I see how much progress they made in a couple of weeks. Orders up.
All right, that's dope. But on a Saturday night, that robot needs to get the fuck out of my way because he is not cooking fast enough for me, bro.
Okay, so at Danny's, we're gonna call it Danny's where I work. Sounds like Danny's. I made 1,477 pancakes in 6 hours.
Oh damn. Amber, can you like a roll like wrap roll? I'm sure he probably will be able to. But yeah, it's crazy. Like Crystal said, nobody will have jobs in a few years, and like that's not entirely incorrect.
So that's actually incorrect. Our jobs will be maintaining those machines. We'll be that guy working with Flippy.
So the I've heard, and I truly believe it. The last thing that humans will create will be self-sentient technology, because then it will take over and create everything from there, because that will be its job. That's what it's supposed to do.
You're talking about like the robot from Avengers. What was his name? Eltron or whatever the fuck his name was. I'm just saying, like, yes, to a certain point, but the thing is, if we don't put a kill switch in them, we're done.
It's too late.
Like, just an absolute.
I'm not a huge Elon Musk, the controversy, whatever, bullshit, whatever. He does know a lot about artificial intelligence type shit. And like he said that like we should have cut it off a long time ago. It's too late now.
No, I don't think it is. I think because I don't think it's too late. I think that when technology was changing, people had to change career paths, because you're right. All the factories and everything got automated, right? But a lot of those factory workers were like, wait a second, what about when all these machines break down? So then they went back to school and they were able to be the techs to work in the same factories, right, because the machines kept fucking up.
Basically, so like the rise of artificial intelligence will be as significant in the world as like the motor vehicle was.
Oh, absolutely.
And so like I totally agree with you until they get units that fix those machines for you. Bro,
right?
the Amazon fucking dispensary, that shit is wild. They just like a
Then
grids of
and
robots.
it's a domino effect. So you're right. There is going to be a machine that fixes the machine, but who's going to fix the machine that fixes the machine?
True. I get
I'm
what you're
just
saying.
saying
I
it's
don't
a
know.
total like
There will
I
always be, in a sense, like jobs that require human, like real humanness.
Yeah.
But I don't know anybody who is big into video games. The game Detroit Become Human, something like that. I think it's called Become Human. Anyway, it's about like AI basically is at a point where like they realize who they are and like they are at that like what are emotions type of deal. And so like basically it's a big controversial deal of like, is it ethical to just unplug a robot because that is not a person but a person or whatever.
420, but
we are creating aliens. What up, Peg?
we are
Happy
creating
420,
aliens.
everybody.
I just think robots aren't going to be fast as humans. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing I keep seeing is they can't make robots do what we do in the speed and time we do. Like for certain things, I understand.
Beep bop boop. That was Happy 420 in the robot.
On a Sunday morning, the sky's so clear. The cove awakens, peace draws near. The herbs inhale, the day begins. Inhale the good, exhale your sins. The sunlight kisses every leaf. A gentle toke brings calm relief. Through every puff, the soul set free. Ganja embracing harmony. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand. With every puff we understand. The cove is calling, let peace begin. Inhale, exhale, amen, and breathe it in. Inhale, exhale, let joy unfold. Stories shared, connections bold. Lift each other, find strength again. Inhale, exhale, amen. The morning glows, soft waves roll by. In every breath we reach the sky. Sunday's a blessing, a gift to embrace. We slow things down, move at love's pace. Goals are passed with care, with trust. In the cove we do what we must. The herb unites, as laughter flows. Through sacred clouds the spirit grows. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand. With every puff we understand. The cove is calling, let peace begin. Inhale, exhale, amen, and breathe it in. Inhale, exhale, let joy unfold. Stories shared, connections bold. Lift each other, find strength again. Inhale, exhale, amen. Inhale, exhale, amen. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand. A Sunday morning wrapped in gold. With every toke, new stories told. The herb brings peace to hearts in need. A soulful moment, love's gentle creed. In the cove with ganja in hand. Together we rise, together we stand. No rush, no fear, just space to be. Inhale, exhale, serenity. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand. With every puff we understand. The cove is calling, let peace begin. Inhale, exhale, amen, and breathe it in. Inhale, exhale, let joy unfold. Stories shared, connections bold. Lift each other, find strength again. Inhale, exhale, amen. Inhale, exhale, amen. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand.
Good morning, little peck. How you doing, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. All right, want to see something disturbingly amazing?
somehow we've transformed it into this idea of like fixing or replacing the human body, and that's not what a prosthetic does. It extends the wearer's ability, it extends the wearer's self. It's an addition to the body. The reactions of people wearing the third thumb for the first time have been great. Cut to reaction clips now. It is something very weird. I made sure to capture that first moment that moved on the hand. It's a very unusual, unique experience. I've got a flexible 3D printed thumb attached to a 3D printed handpiece with a flexible hand attachment. And then I've got a watch strap, garden cables running down from the thumb into 2 motors, and then 2 Bluetooth controllers as well. They're connected to the Bluetooth controllers in my shoes, which are connected to pressure sensors underneath my toes. I find the thumb movement just so awesome. It's so uniquely human in its movement, and it's a really big challenge for prosthetic hands to create the thumb. And one day went like that. Just found that really interesting. Just creating the mirroring over the hand. There was something kind of quirky and weird and nice about it. I'm now collaborating with University College London with some neuroscientists in their brain plasticity lab, and we're really focusing on what's going on in the brain when you add an extra digit to the hand. The third thumb was really my first moving prosthetic, and since then I've now been designing prosthetic arms with the Alternative Limb Project for model Kelly Knox, and really just kind of trying to push the boundaries of the aesthetic of prosthetic design.
Don't you dare, Amber. Keep it polite in the crowd.
Right, it is weird, but
Keep it nice.
it's interesting.
Well, you hear what I said?
What's up, everybody?
Keep it PC, people.
We had a guy come to our show like this week that had a hand like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
His whole hand.
Oh shit. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, what happened to Beans? He hopped down.
I think he'll be back in a minute. He's just refreshing probably. He's lagging out a little. That'll happen. Hope everyone's having a fine Sunday morning. How you doing, Pat?
Morgan wanted to take over, and he's like, "No, Morgan.
Yeah, no, Morgan. Yeah, it's not gonna happen."
What's up, Crystal? What's up, Mad? What's up, everybody? How's y'all Sunday going? Hope you're staying lifted and staying blessed, everybody. Of course, y'all are watching the morning show, so y'all got the good news of encouragement.
Yeah, that's right.
Make sure y'all live by it, or try to stay your best up to it today.
So where are you today, Peck?
I'm still in Florida. I'll be in Florida for like until the 9th.
Oh shit. Here he comes.
Yeah, and then from Florida, we head all the way down to Laredo, Texas, and then make our way up to Oklahoma.
Oh shit. So you got traveling ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm out here till the 24th.
Shit.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be home for Christmas or?
Yeah, I'll be home for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. I'm probably just gonna stay, depending on how many shows we have after Thanksgiving and where they're at.
Yeah.
If they're close by, I'll go. If they're not fucking close
by, Black Magic.
I just want to stay home.
Yeah,
I'll come out for
that.
Christmas. Just give me my Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I love Thanksgiving. We celebrate American Thanksgiving. My mother and father-in-law are American.
Well, we're weird. Like, we're weird. If we don't do like a traditional Thanksgiving, like we'll have a traditional Christmas. If we do a traditional Thanksgiving, we won't have a traditional Christmas. So it's like one or the other. We teeter-totter on which one.
We had sushi one year. We got a whole bunch of sushi for Christmas after we did a Thanksgiving, like a regular American
That was
Thanksgiving.
what I had for lunch yesterday was some sushi, and it was hella good.
Dude, we spent like $80 or $90 on sushi, but it fed 7 or 8 people, so it was really only like $11 per person, and everyone was like taking shit home and full. Like,
I love me some sushi.
We got a really good Japanese sushi place here, actually a couple. And honestly, some of their best stuff is actually their cooked food.
Right now, we're across from Old Town in Florida.
Oh, nice.
That's cool because like they drive the little golf carts, and all their golf carts are like old school cars.
That's cool.
That is cool. Well, Peck, you popped up just in time to smoke one last one with us. And
that's what she said.
Nice.
Say your farewells this morning, man.
Yeah, man. Well, like I said, if you ain't following everybody up on the screen, we're still missing the Yerps and the Coffee. But make sure you're following them as well, if you want a mystery box and all that cool stuff. If you want some badass art and things like that, I don't know if he's got the studio up and running, but you know your man that can do it. It's Mr. Beans. And anything cannabis related, you see that Man Bear Hugo Canuckless.
I knew you were going to say it.
Yeah. Just get a hold of him if you need to find anything out. And if you want to come to a badass show and release some of your depression, come hit me up on the messenger. I'm in Florida right now, and we head to Texas after the 9th. So once again, just hit me up. And like I said, make sure you're following everybody up on here on the Cove-TV. And much love, peace, love, and chicken grease, y'all. What?
Remember?
What is going on? Hope you all enjoyed this chilling Sunday morning on the Cove-TV morning show. We had a great Miss Vicky Bowers. I can't talk. And we had a great TED Talk this morning. I love that guy. I think we've done a couple of him, haven't we, before? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Hope you all have a great day. Make sure you are liking and following everybody, like he said. And stay lift, stay blessed. Do something nice for a stranger. Do something nice for a stranger. And we will catch you all later.
We lost Peck. Much love, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Yes, your Nanigans here very shortly, like an hour and a half-ish.
Yep.
9:13 Mountain Standard Time, only on Europe's page. Definitely go check it out. I've got some shit to do this morning, so I don't know if I'll be able to pop up. If I'm in the studio, I obviously always never miss Europe Nanigans. I fucking love the Europe Nanigans. And if you've never seen it, definitely check it out. It's a great, great fucking time. Much love, Sir Kopsalat. He's probably still sleeping. I hope he's having a wonderful, wonderful morning. If you're not following Sir Kopsalat, please jump over there and give him a follow. I think he's at like 1.2K. And so what?
That was last night. He actually rolled over. And quick side note, nobody was number 1200. So thank you, nobody.
Thank you
for getting to that 1200. Yeah, what?
And I hope everybody has a great fucking Sunday. Much love, everybody, and we will catch you later this afternoon for I'm not sure what exactly, but we'll find something to do. And thank you guys very much for watching the morning show. It's always a wonderful, wonderful morning getting out with you guys, especially on Sundays. I love Sunday morning show. And we have yoga tomorrow morning, so
I need it. I need it.
I need it.
I need it.
Love y'all. Cheers, everybody.
The sun's rising, slow paint skies will go. Coffee in hand, the stories unfold. This ain't just a show, it's where hearts align. A place to unwind, where peace we find. Cannabis drifts on the morning breeze, bringing calm to the mind, setting souls at ease. Together we gather, no need to pretend. The Cove's where the day and good vibes begin. Come on in, let the love unfold.
Come on in, let it unfold.
In the warmth of community, hearts turn gold.
Hearts turn gold.
The Cove is more than a show on display.
More than a show.
It's a place to belong, where we start the day.
We start the day.
So rise with the sun, let the blessings flow.
Let it flow.
With coffee and peace, we let the spirit grow. Some come to laugh, some come to share. Every story told shows someone's care. We lift each other hand in hand through life's storms. Together we stand. The circle's wide, there's room for all. No judgment here, just love's gentle call. Every morning's a chance to reset, renew, to breathe, to heal, and see life through. Come on in, let the love unfold.
Come on in, let it unfold.
In the warmth of community, hearts turn gold.
Hearts turn gold.
The Cove is more than a show on display.
More than a show.
It's a place to belong where we start the day.
We start the day.
So rise with the sun, let the blessings flow.
Let it flow.
With coffee and peace, we let the spirit grow. It's where hearts connect.
Hearts connect.
Where hope is planted and love takes effect.
Love takes effect.
A sacred space where kindness flows.
Kindness flows.
And every soul finds a place to grow.
Let's grow.
Come on in, let the love unfold.
Come on in, let it unfold.
In the warmth of community, hearts turn gold.
Hearts turn gold.
The Cove is more than a show on display.
More than a show.
It's a place to belong where we start the day.
We start the day.
So rise with the sun, let the blessings flow.
Let it flow.
With coffee and peace, we let the spirit grow.
Have a wonderful Sunday, everybody. Maybe see you at the Shenanigans, but I hope that you go either way. Much love, everybody.